guys, welcome to the Soulfire Empire team call for the August the 2nd. We're already in the month of August, second half of the year. We're right in the middle of the third quarter. So I'm really excited to talk about this topic today. We're going to talk about Success Club and inviting like a boss. So I want to touch first on why Success Club is so important. And so if you don't yet know what Success Club is, go take a look back in the new coach training or in your coach online office. You can look right under, I think it's under incentives and rewards. There's Success Club and it talks about what Success Club is there. But the reason, the very first thing that I'm going to say before I even get into the why, I want to talk about, this is going to be the most important thing I say the entire call. And I'm probably going to say it at the end again. But hitting Success Club every single month starts with a decision to do so. And a decision by you to make Success Club a non-negotiable for your business. Nobody can decide that for you. I can wish it and want it for you all until my face is blue, but it starts with you making the decision. You need to be a grown-up and decide that it's a non-negotiable in your business. The second thing it takes is discipline. You need to be disciplined. Yeah, it's nice outside, and I would rather be, my kids and my husband are at my in-laws pool right now. I'd rather be there, but I have big freaking goals for August, and my family understands that goals because those goals at the beginning of every single month. We sit down as a family, we talk about my business, we talk about Kyle's work, we talk about the boys, what they're doing for the month, and we talk about our family goals and why these things are important and why I'm going to be working hard. So obviously August, Team Cup month, I'm doing the Diamond Run for Kyle's Business Center. I have goals of Success Club 60 this month and personally sponsoring 10 new coaches. Those are humongous goals that are going to take a lot of work. So I talked to my family about it and I made the decision to do it. And then I have to have the discipline to actually freaking do it. So that's the second thing, is the discipline. You have to decide that your goals and your future and growing this business are more important than Netflix or sleeping in or going to bed early. Make the sacrifices that are necessary to reach your goals. And then the third thing is freaking doing it. You make the decision, you can be disciplined, but you just got to do it. You got to do the inviting and you got to do the things that lead up to the inviting. So that's the most important thing I'm going to say this whole call. And I'm going to come back and say it again at the end. They're the 3 Ds: decide, discipline, and frickin' do it. So I want to talk a second about why Success Club is important, because I don't think that a lot of you are getting it. Because if you were understanding, we'd see a lot more people hitting Success Club. The very first thing that I want to talk about why you should earn Success Club is purely selfish reasons. And I know that that kind of goes against everything that we are about here, but if you're buying Shakeology every month, that's coming out of your personal pocket. For those of us in Alberta, I don't know with HST and stuff, but for those of us in Alberta with GST and shipping, it's $130 every month. Now, we all know it's freaking worth $130, but that's still $130 every month that's coming out of your pocket. So if you could just do some inviting and posting and reach Success Club 5 every month, yeah, $160, Megan says, in Ontario. So if you could just hit Success Club 5, that's only 3 people, you guys. 3 people. I feel like you're making it a bigger deal than it is. Then you wouldn't have to pay for that. I mean, you have to pay for it, but you earn that amount back in your commission. So that was why I started. I started with my first challenge pack. Before it even arrived, I had decided I was not going to continue with the Shakeology. That's way too expensive for me. I'm not paying for a shake $130 or $150 or whatever I thought it was at that point. Like, that's stupid. And then I got the shake, and I'm lazy and procrastinate, so I forgot to cancel it right away. And after like 3-4 days, I was like, holy crap, I have awesome energy. And can you guys see me, by the way? Okay. I wanted to make sure it was on speaker view. Sorry. I had awesome energy. My digestion had improved. And I was like, okay, I want to do this. I want to take this, but we don't have the money. We put my challenge pack on a credit card because we didn't have $164. And so Rosa told me hit Success Club. Make it a non-negotiable to hit Success Club 5 every month, and you will earn the amount to pay for that. Also, just a side note, when you hit Success Club 5 every month, because having that 90 PV that you get from your Shakeology, that's a requirement to qualify for actual Success Club status. When you hit Success Club 5, your Shakeology becomes a tax write-off because you have to have Shakeology to hit Success Club 5. So keep that in mind. Those are the selfish reasons. I feel like that's super important. The other selfish reasons I want to talk about are the awards that you get. When you are, I was going to start the, got too many windows. I was going to start the talk with my credentials, and I totally forgot because I don't know if you guys understand where I am in my business. You see me on the Success Club board every month, but I have been in Success Club 5 for 19 months straight. I started coaching 19 months ago, and I hit Success Club 6 my first month. And then February of this month, I hit Success Club 8. And every other month, I've hit Success Club 10 or higher. So I've been Success Club 10 for 17 months and Success Club 5 consecutively for 19 months. So when I hit Success Club 5 for 12 months, I became a Success Club All-Star. Let me tell you about Summit. I got a special little, I don't have my thing down here. I got a special thing that said All-Star. I got to go to the core shopping thing early. I got that special shaker cup with the golden scoop. Oh no, that was 365-day thing. And at All-Star status, I got to book early for my Success Club trip. Those are bonuses of All-Star. When I hit All-Star Legend, which is 24 months, which this is the first time I looked in the last little while. That's only 5 months away. 5 months away and I'll be a Success Club All-Star. But that also means that January is only 5 months away. So that's a whole nother thing. Anyways, once you're a legend, you get even more perks, including special seating on Summit, which I'm really excited about. I know that sounds silly, but you get to sit with the elite and the top 10 and like the people. And not only that, when you hit Success Club every month there's always a bonus from Beachbody for Success Club 5 and Success Club, sometimes for Success Club 10. Honest to God, I do know what it is this month because it's Team Cup month. Duh. If you're on a Team Cup team and you've earned Success Club 5, you get that sweet picnic blanket. If everyone on your team earns Success Club 5, you also get that sweet sweater. In addition to that, if you're signed up for the Success Club trip in 2018 in the Mayan Riviera, your Success Club points count towards dollars for that trip. So I'm taking my dad to the Mayan Riviera in April. I think it's 5 nights, and the resort for the two of us is $1,200. I am not paying any of that because I have earned all of my Success Club points to lead to that. The other side of this coin with the Success Club trip is that this year it's different. Last year you had to get on a wait list and I was too late and I didn't get included and stuff for the trip that happened this year. But for 2018, they didn't have that. They based it off Success Club points. So you can bet your ass that 2019's trip, they're going to base it on Success Club points. So if you didn't get invited to the 2018 trip, then if you don't change anything, you're not getting invited to the 2019 trip. It's just there will be too many people ahead of you on the list. So those are the selfish reasons for hitting Success Club. The purely selfish, pay off your own Shaco, get awards and swag, and the Success Club trip. The other thing that I don't call this a selfish thing because I consider growing your business and growing your income a non-selfish thing. I think I've just started reading You Are a Badass at Making Money. And what it talks about is that whether you believe in God or Mother Nature or whatever, you have been created with the destiny that you have. You are supposed to have the desires that you have. You're supposed to have the dreams and the wishes and the goals that you have. And you have been given everything that you need to reach those goals. You just have to use the tools and use the belief. So if you wish to stay at home and work this business full time, if you wish to take your kids to Disneyland, if your desire is to bring your husband home from work, that's not just a hope and a dream on a whim, and you shouldn't play that down. Those are desires that you were supposed to have, and they were put in you by God or Mother Nature or whatever, Buddha, whoever you want to believe in. That was put in you for a reason. You're not being selfish. You're not being greedy. that was put into you, and you do have what it takes to get there. So that's why I don't believe that business building or income building is a selfish thing. Also, for most of us, we're not asshole people. We're using those incomes to help our families, whether it's our kids or our moms, or to start a family or to grow a family or whatever, right? We're using that income to help make other people's lives better. So Success Club 5 every month, if that is your non-negotiable, you will do you do 3 things. 1, you will pay off you'll earn enough commission to pay off your own Shakeology every month. 2, you will grow your business consistently over time. You will grow, because if you think about it, you have customer 1, 2, 3 in your first month. That's Success Club 5. It's actually Success Club 6. I'm happy they changed the Success Club numbers, because now everything is Success Club 2, but they still called it Success Club 5. It's whatever. 3 people, 3 challenge packs, or 3 Shakeology home direct orders, Success Club 2, 4, and 6. So you've helped 3 people in month 1. So that's customer 1, 2, and 3. Then they move to month 2 with their recurring Shakeology order. In theory, if you have helped them get results and they see the benefit of Shakeology, and you've stayed in contact with them and done a good job as a coach, then they stay on Shakeology the next month. So you'll earn commission off of that next Shakeology for customers 1, 2, and 3, plus customers 4, 5, and 6 from your Success Club 5 in the next month. That's commission. Then they carry over the month over, and so on and so on. And that's how you consistently build your business over time. So if you have goals to pay off your own earn enough to pay off your own Shakeology every month, and that's it. Success Club 5 should be your non-negotiable. If your goal is to build a slow business or a small business or a hobby business, I hate that word, hobby business, because I don't think business is a hobby, but then you should make Success Club 5 your non-negotiable. If you have goals to build a huge business, you should start with Success Club 5 as your non-negotiable. And then you should work up to Success Club 10, because if 5 is good, 10 is great, right? Because really, I know that it sounds like huge numbers, Success Club 5 and Success Club 10, but that's 3 people and then 5 people. There's only 2 more people to help get started. So this is why. In addition to that, you're also building your customer base. And the most important part, you are helping people get started on their health and fitness journey. All of us here know the benefit, whether it's Shakeology that's helped you have a breakfast routine or improve your digestion or give you energy or helped you decrease cravings, or the fitness program that helped you get stronger or breathe better so you can keep up with your kids, or the community of the challenge group making you feel like you're alive and part of something again, or even better for me, the whole program helped with my health, my mental health, my marriage, my parenting. It just helped me as a person. So how selfish to not share that opportunity with people and help at least 3. You can commit to helping 3 people get started. I know we're all busy people, but step outside yourself and help 3 people get started every month. That's it. So those are the whys of Success Club 5. And I'm kind of doing this backwards. I know that I said that this was going to be how to invite like a boss, but you need to know why you're inviting and what you're inviting to, right? So I'm just going to talk briefly about what we're inviting to. There are 3 things you can invite to. The first thing would be a free group. You should be hosting a free group every single month. I host mine that it starts the second week of the month, because my challenge group always starts the first week of the month. My free group starts the second week of the month. It doesn't even matter when it starts for you, whatever works for you. But you should have a free group every month. They should be between about 3 to 5 days long, max 7 days, max. Great ideas for free groups are clean eating free groups, water free groups, like a 3-day ab challenge, whatever. It's a mini challenge to introduce people to multiple things, to you as a coach, to the challenge group environment, or I'm going to use challenge / accountability group interchangeably, but challenge or accountability group. And it helps them get started on their healthy living, whether it's water, nutrition, fitness, whatever, right? And so I don't want you guys to like get super overwhelmed by the free group thing, because there are free group resources everywhere. If you look in our files section, in the Fit Republic file section, in the Assembly Hall file section, if you look on our Team Drive, if you look on Pinterest, if you just freaking Google, 5-day, like think about, when I started out, I would think, what did I want? What did I need? Oh, I like clean eating, but I need to figure out recipes. So I'm going to do a clean eating group because that will force me to figure out 5 days of recipes for other people and myself. I know that there are clean eating groups, resources like the start to finish available in the Fit Republic files and in the new coach training. So do that. So that's the first thing you can invite to is a free group. If you're scared about inviting or you're trying to get over yourself, that is a good starter. I, however, would highly recommend you get over yourself. And number 3D, just do it and invite to a challenge group. That's the second thing that you can invite to, a challenge or an accountability group. These are 21-day or 30-day fitness accountability groups. For me, I require that they either purchase a challenge pack with the All Access Beachbody on Demand or Shakeology, be on Shakeology Home Direct for that month. The reason that I require that is because I put 110% into my challenge group, and you should too. You should put your effort and your time into getting people results, because that is what the programs and the challenge groups are for. And then the people that get results are going to in turn refer you and share their story and possibly and hopefully turn into coaches, right? Right, Lindsay? Right, Megan? Right, Jolene? All the people that were clients first, now coaches, right? You want to help people get results. That's the point. So my suggestion is always to invite to a challenge group or accountability group first. And if the person says, it's not the right time, I'm busy, I'm not into that kind of thing, then you can be like, no worries. Hey, I actually have a 5-day clean eating group coming up in a couple of weeks. Did you want to check that out instead? Or free? Make sure you say free. I have a 5-day free clean eating group coming up in a couple of weeks. Do you want to check that out instead? Because most of the time people are afraid to make a big commitment first. So you've invited them to the big thing, hoping they're going to say yes. If they say no, no worries. Invite them to the free thing. If they still say no to that, then you can give them a free resource, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So first thing to invite, you can invite to a free group, you can invite to a challenge group, and you can invite to coaching, and you should invite to coaching. So if your goal in this business is to grow an income and grow a sustainable income, you should make it your mission to build your own team, to grow your own team, because that's something like, what was it that we figured out? If you wanted to earn just $500 a week coaching, you have to hit something like Success Club 118 every single month. If you had zero team. That's ridiculous. Amy Silverman can do that. That's it. Nobody can hit 118 Success Club points every single month. That's crazy. So if you want to earn a sustainable income, a full-time income, or even a part-time income, you need to look at building your team. And you do that by inviting people to it. Don't be scared of this. Invite anybody and everybody. You should not say no for anybody. When you're inviting for anything, the challenge group or the coaching, do not say no for anybody, because you don't know their story. You don't know that they haven't been watching you for 6 months, not knowing that they could join you. Lindsay and I talked about this recently, that her page is great talking about the events she's going to and the program that she's doing. Not once does it say that other people can join. So by inviting people, then she's letting them know, hey, you can do this too. Come do it with me. Come get your own results. With coaching, hey, we got this sneak peek. We actually do have a sneak peek happening tomorrow. It's the Coaching Voices event. I posted it in the Soulfire Empire, 7 o'clock. Hey, we got this invite going on, or this event going on. I have no idea if you are interested at all in what I do, but I think you'd be great at it because you're so passionate, you're so motivated, you're awesome on social media. Do you want to check out this event? We're going to talk about everything that has to do with coaching. It's no pressure. You don't have to be on screen, nothing. You just got to watch a video. And then invite them. That was the invite. Do you want to check it out? Always finish with a question. Are you interested in hearing more? Do you want to hear more about this? Do you want to join a challenge group? Is this something you think you could be into? Blah, blah, blah. Have you ever thought about doing something like this? Easiest coach invite ever. Hey, I've been thinking about you recently. I don't know if you've seen what I do, but I think that you would be perfect for this. Have you ever thought about becoming a coach? Really, your invite, I really think that all of us blow up this inviting thing to be this big, scary, oh my God process. Imagine you saw someone at Tim Hortons, your kids are screaming and crying, you remembered, oh, I wanted to tell you about this cool thing. I have 2 seconds to do it, but before I leave, oh, hey, have you seen this thing I'm doing? I think you'd be awesome at it. Is that something you've ever thought of? They're going to say yes or they're going to say no. Most of the time they'll probably say, no, that's not something I've thought of. Can you tell me more? And then you go into a conversation. The great part about this is that there are scripts for all of these, and they are in the Soulfire Empire Drive, which is in this files section. Scripts to invite to coach sneak peeks, scripts for inviting to coaching. And then I have a very detailed, my prized possession that I have created from start to finish myself, my invite script for challenge groups. And it goes step by step on how to invite people and get to the source of their goals before like throwing up challenge pack information on them. Because the point is to start by inviting them, hey, I'm doing this thing. Are you interested in hearing more? Yes, you are. Awesome. First, let's talk about you. What's your journey been like? What are your goals? Blah, blah, blah. So take a look at that. Please take a look at that. Read through it. Even invite, ask your mom or your sister or your best friend, hey, can I go through this conversation with you? And practice it out with them. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. I wanted to talk. So we talked about the 3 things, what you can invite and why you're inviting. I want to talk about the groundwork for inviting, because you can invite until you're blue in the face. Megan, you can invite 40 people a day. And if you're not sharing about what you're doing on social media, or you're not doing the things, ain't nobody going to say yes. Nobody. So that's where our vital behaviors or our core values, these are core values of those of us as a coach and our business, come into play and are so important and are not just corporate taglines. They're things you should be living in your life. Number 1, be a product of the product. Do a freaking program and do it start to finish. Pick a program, start it, do it every single day, and finish it and get results, and share the journey of you doing that program along the way, and share your transformation on your social media. That's like it. Do the program, share it. And then do the program and share it. And by doing that, you're going to probably have a lot of people that don't say anything, don't like it, don't comment on it, but they're going to watch it. Because here's the thing. When I was invited to a 21-day fixed challenge group in November of 2015 by one of my very best friends, she said, hey, I'm going to do this 21-day challenge, fitness challenge, where you have a nutrition plan and blah, blah, blah. Do you want to do it with me? No. I was like, you do it. And if you get results, then I'll do it. And that's the point of the sharing on social media. Because your people, the people that you know and the friends of friends and your family members, they know that you're a real person. You can share before and afters of the stock photos until your fingers fall off, but it's like any other business. When you see like Rodan and Fields and people are posting before and afters of other people, I don't believe that. I don't believe that they're not just the one-off, or that's not photoshopped, or they didn't do secret things in the background. But if I see my friend share their before and after, I'm like, oh, that's a real person. I know they actually did this, and I know their life, and I know she's a busy mom, and I know she works full time, and blah, 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 but she still did it. So that's the point of sharing on social media. So be a product of the product. Share on social media. Do your personal development, because that's what's going to help you get over the fear of inviting and help you build the confidence. And then start doing it. Sorry, I just got to read my note for a sec and take a drink because I'm like yelling. You guys probably have me turned down to like 2 because I yell so loud. Okay, so the other part of laying the groundwork is building a network. You should always start with the people that you have in your Facebook friends list, or your Instagram, or your real life, or whatever. But you need to grow your network, because otherwise you're going to run out of people to invite. It's just, when I started with 75 people. If I hadn't grown my network, I would have ran out of that 75 people pretty fast, because like 25 of them were guys that had no interest, or were, people that, teenagers or whatever, that weren't going to do it. So you need to grow your network. And I'm not going to go into that I'm not going to go super detailed into that, but look on YouTube and search how to grow your coach network, how to grow your contacts network. Look at past team calls from the Fit Republic and the Soulfire Empire, because we talk about it all the time. Be resourceful. I was going to start the call with this and I forgot. If you did not watch my vision video in the Soulfire Empire, go and do that immediately when you got off this call. But one of the things that I have in my vision for the Soulfire Empire, we are hard working. We are the hardest working, most resourceful problem solvers committed to inspiring and elevating those around us. We're freaking resourceful, y'all. We're problem solvers. If you don't know how to do something, go figure it out. Go look. Like, we are not the first people to Beachbody. There have been a decade and 2 years of coaches before us. Look on YouTube, because they have shared how to grow your coaching network, how to grow your Beachbody network, how to grow your contacts, whatever. Look on YouTube. Look, Google this shit. Hashtag Google. Anyway, so grow your network. If you're doing your power hour and your business activity tracker daily, like you should be adding at least 3 new people to your social media network every single day. I do this by simply sending people a message, and I do not want you to write this down word for word, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But I say something like, hey, name. Sorry, I'll send them a friend request. Then I'll say, sorry for the random friend request. I'm a health and fitness coach. I grow my business mainly on social media, and I saw we had mutual friends in common, so I thought I'd send you a request. No worries at all if you don't accept. And that's it. And either they accept or they don't. Most of the time they do. I always send a message, though, because I cannot stand when I get a friend request from somebody and they say nothing. I'm like, who are you? What are you doing? Obviously, you work for an MLM because you don't want to be my friend. You just want to add me for stuff. But here's why I didn't want you to write that down word for word. I actually did have somebody once, not long ago, that I sent the message to, and she was like, holy, you're the second person to send me that exact message this week. And I was like, pardon? Because those are my words. Like, I made this up myself. And because I had shared it with our team, somebody else on our team was copying it and pasting it. And that's why with those invite scripts too, do not copy and paste. Take it and make it your own. It's the content, the idea that you want, and then make it your own words. It doesn't have to be word for word. Just get the point out there. So adding 3 people a day, just like that, cold ads. Go into groups that you know. I'm going to get too far into this, and I don't want to, but look up in the Fit Republic how to grow your network. Also, free groups are an excellent way to grow your network. I always create, and there's a video, and I know I did a video in the Soulfire Empire on how to do free groups, and it's step by step. But I create an event, and I tell people in the event to invite their friends. I offer them incentive. I do a draw for a Starbucks gift card, and that's how I get new contacts through free groups. And then this part, I want to tell you this really importantly. You need to have a list of your contacts and get emails as much as you can. Here's why. And I think, Lindsay, it was in that breakout session at Summit that we heard this. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg could decide tomorrow that he's going to sell Facebook to a German company and they're going to shut it down. Beachbody could be, the Beachbody website is being updated in the fall. It could crash in the meantime. So all of your friends list contacts, all your contacts from your customers on Beachbody, those could be gone. So use a separate list. I use Streak on Google. I'm hoping that Google never goes under. I feel like that would be like pretty big. Use an Excel spreadsheet if you want. Use pen and freaking paper if you want. I know coaches that have a binder and they've had a binder for years. I feel like that would be super hard to keep up with. But keep your own list and get email addresses. Here's the easiest way or the best way that I found to get email addresses. I send people a message on my Facebook, and I actually had an assistant do this, but if you had like a teenager in the area or something, or a sister-in-law or someone that just would like work for like $10 an hour or something just to send out these copy and paste messages I sent them to everybody that liked my page and almost everybody on my friends list. Hey, I created this new 5-day clean eating meal plan, wondering if you want to check it out. That's it. I found a free resource or created a free resource. Like I found one and then turned it into my own on Canva. And the people that said yes, I was like, sweet, I'll send it. It's a PDF, so I'll send it to your email. What's your email address? Got a whole list of email addresses. And the reason I want to tell you this is because on Monday, I sent out a newsletter, and you guys might even be on this list because it includes my customers from Beachbody, but I sent out a newsletter to 487 people that included a free group invite, a challenge group invite, and a Coach Voices invite. 487 people got 3 invites in one day. Now, that's not the only way I invite, because how many times you get those letters and you're like, delete, or not even open, or they bounce or whatever. So that's not the only way. But I also, just before this call, sent out 130 other emails just for my free group from my list. I sent out 130 free group invites in like 10 minutes before this call. Get a list, start using Gmail, start using Streak, track people, and you can, because you can mass mail message people and you can send in their custom names. So I'm choking on everything today. So get a list and make a list. So inviting, where to find resources: Google, YouTube, Beachbody Coach Online Office, Fit Republic, Team Empire Assembly Hall. If you're not in the Team Empire Assembly Hall, you don't have to be. But so there's me, Rosa, Barbie. Barbie has Team Empire, and I'm Barbie's assistant, so a lot of the stuff that I have comes straight from there. So if you're not in the Team Empire Assembly Hall, we can absolutely add you. Definitely turn off your notifications for it as well, because it's a huge group, but there's tons of resources and people share them all the time. So any of those groups, the new coach training, which is, I think it's like fitrepublicteam.ca. Yeah, fitrepublicteam.ca is the new coach training site. There's information in there. What to say. Hey, I have a 30-day XYZ accountability group starting soon. We're going to have a ton of fun. You get a full fitness program, full nutrition plan, supplement shake, and your results are guaranteed. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? Seriously, that's short and sweet. Always, when you're sending messages, you can copy and paste that part of it, but make sure that there's something personal. Hey, Lindsay, put in the name. I saw that you just went on an awesome trip to New Orleans. How awesome! How great was that? Hey, Jolyn, how are the kids? How are you surviving summer with your kids at home? Blah, blah, blah. Paste. Hey, Megan, I saw that you're coming to Alberta in September. Like, what are you coming for? That's super exciting. Paste. So, like, custom something, but it doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be, it just has to, so that you're not just literally copy and pasting every single person. Also, if you copy and paste, like, more than 10 people, you'll get put in Facebook jail and your account will get locked for a few days. The last thing that I want to talk about when inviting, how to invite. This is the how of how to invite like a boss. Pause for a dramatic effect. You need to have confidence when you're inviting. If you don't feel confident, you need to fake it. You need to crank some music that makes you feel like a bad A. I'm saying children. You need to crank some music that makes you feel like a freaking ninja, whether that's like old school 90s rap or like today pop or, I don't know, Mozart, whatever makes you feel like a ninja. You need to crank that music and bust out those invites. You need to remember, and maybe before you even start sending invites, sit down in your chair, close your eyes, listen to this sweet music, and envision yourself sending all these messages, being super confident. You know that this is going to help people, and they're all going to say yes, obviously. Why would you say no to this? Why would you say no to losing 5 to 15 pounds in 30 days, 21 days with Ship Shop? Why would you say no to that? Why would you say no to an easy-to-follow meal plan with meal prep and recipes and grocery lists already made for you? Like, if you're a mom, that's dumb. Like, you're dumb if you're saying no to meal plans that people are giving you, right? So visualize yourself. And I know that sounds hokey, and I hate like the visualize and the like mantras and whatever, but it works. So do it. Visualize yourself being successful. Remember that what you have works, and assume that everybody wants it. Assume that every single person you're talking to wants this. If they say no, it's not because they don't want it. It's because they're not ready right now. I said no to my friend Lara in November. I've been 19 months working out almost every single day. She never asked me again. That was the other thing I was going to talk about with inviting. If someone says no, that's okay. Invite them to a free group. If they say no to the free group, say, totally fine. Hey, I got this 6-minute morning turbocharged workout that like find it on Pinterest or whatever. Do you want to check that out instead in the meantime? I usually say, like, if they say no or whatever to a free group because they have an excuse, I'll say, no problem at all, but I don't want you to have to wait to get started on your health and fitness goals. So I got this free 5-day clean eating meal plan. Can I send it to you? And then I give their email to put on my list. But I always say, like, I don't want you to have to wait to get started. I have this free resource that I don't say that I found on Pinterest, but you can find them on Pinterest or wherever. I actually shared my clean eating meal plans in the Soulfire Empire, so use them. If people don't reply to any point in your thing, there's actually in those scripts, there's the response for follow-up too. But here's what I want to share, and I think, Megan, your kids are probably young enough that you understand this. Most people that you're inviting are probably going to be about the momish age. I'm going to talk about moms first with younger kids. Most moms give their phone to their kids to shut them up. Most kids are watching Paw Patrol and a message pops up. But get out of my way, message, I need to watch Paw Patrol. And they open the message and then they close it and they move that. So it appears as if said mom has read your invite and ignored you when she hasn't. Her little 5-year-old Paw Patrol addict has. Or if it's not a mom you're inviting, you have busy freaking people that are probably driving. Look, I'll reply to that later. And then never remember again, especially in the summer. So always assume that people just like read it and had good intentions and forgot. I am a forgetter. Send them a message that says, hey, I know life's like super busy right now. Or if it's a mom, you can even say, if your kid's like me, watches Paw Patrol, probably open this message and close them. Give them an out, whatever. Give them an excuse. I know life's super busy right now. Just wanted to see if you were interested at all in hearing about this. We're going to be closing the group right away, and I want to make sure that you do get in before, or you don't miss out if you are interested. Do you want to hear more? Always end with a thing. Follow up a second time if they don't reply again. Hey, totally cool if this fitness accountability group isn't your thing. I'm just always trying to grow as a coach, and it's literally my job to help people. So would you mind just telling me what it is about this that isn't for you? And most of the time they'll be like, well, it's not that it's not for me, right? They'll just be, I forgot to reply or whatever. These scripting things are in the script as well. And if that last one isn't, just let me know and I can share it in the group. Decide, commit, and succeed. Does that sound familiar? Oh my God, I've heard that somewhere before. Decide that you are going to make Success Club 5 a non-negotiable. Have the discipline to follow through with this and freaking do it. That's all I have to say. I'm going to stop this recording and this video. For those of you that are in the Diamond Run call, hop back on and with the same link, and we will come back on because this is going to shut off anyways.